So Stephen's going to come on, right, and he's going to react to what you said, and then questions
Yeah,
are going to be
please.
asked.
That's lovely.
One person's going to ask a question, and the other person's going to be muted. Okay, so for now, you're going to be muted, Nick. Okay.
I was just wondering if we might take a couple of seconds and see if we cover bits and pieces. But you're running the show and you're doing a great job.
No,
So thank you for
look,
having me. And let's do it your way.
The 28 hours has been covered by both of you, right? I think a
No,
lot.
no. It hasn't begun to be described,
Right,
Ronan, and
but
that's kind of critical.
you've had a lot. You've what I'm trying to
I've
say
had an
is
opportunity. You got a very fair opportunity.
you've had a lot of time to explain it, more time than
Thank you.
Stephen had to explain it,
It's
and
true.
I think it's only fair. So I'm going to bring
I
Stephen
think
back
you're
on
right.
here.
Thank you.
Stephen, you're unmuted. I let Nick have a say. I let you have a say. Is there anything you would like to say in regards to what Nick has said?
Yes, thank you. I'm a dirty bastard. Everybody knows that. Yeah. I've always been called Stinky Steve or Farthing. Okay, so what? I live up in the mountain where there's no water or electricity. I haven't got the facilities or the technology to create the things I haven't got. When Nick came over to the ship pit that I live in, Nick was fully aware that I wasn't going to clean it until he arrived because I'd been waiting for him to come and visit, to size the place up. Many invitations for him to borrow his neighbor's car and to come over on the bus, like stay over for a day or two. These are all things that had been spoke about before that Nick doesn't, I don't know, maybe doesn't remember or chooses not to remember. So the ship pit that I live in, yeah, it was lived in. Yeah, the blankets, yeah, like I said, they're my blankets. I masturbate in my blankets. I haven't, I live with fucking 6 dogs, or I was living with 6 dogs. I haven't washed my blankets apart from putting them up on the fucking washing line or hanging them from the trees because I haven't even got a washing line. I've just got trees, so I just hang them over the fucking railings of the house, or get sunburned. I don't give a shit about that. I haven't got anybody to impress. I haven't got any facilities or finances to clean. Nick was fully aware of that for months and months and months. Nick's been following me the same as I've been following him. I was fucking isolated up the mountain, living a beautiful existence. And he wanted me to care for him. He wanted me to protect him from the ugly world that he's created for himself. When he came to me with all that ugliness that he carries and that he wouldn't leave behind, that he wouldn't freaking stop talking about, from the moment we collected him, there was upsets with his neighbor. She was abusing us. She was abusing him. He was abusing her. It was all ugliness. Every time I tried talking to Nick about there's a village there, we go to the bank, we go to the supermarket, Nick kept silencing me and talking about ugly bullshit. So many times in the van journey, I wanted to just throw him out of the bus, with all these things, that was on the journey here,
Wow.
By the time, of the next morning of him waking up here, he'd already touched me twice on the shoulders or on the arms or somewhere weird, fuck off, man, you're a man. You pissed me off. I don't want you fucking anywhere near me. Your energy's freaking really negative. I don't want you nothing to do with me. Just back off. We're here to pick you up and we just encountered loads of bullshit. What the fuck, man? I live in a beautiful peacefulness, and so does the person that came to collect him. I mean, I don't know. What else can I say?
Right. So what I'm going to do is you've had listen, Steve, I'm not going to lie to you. Look, you've said your piece. Now what I'm going to do is both of you are going to be speaking to each other here now, right? Have you got any questions for Nick?
Why did he threaten me with solicitors, Guardia, and his friends, and then go to YouTube? Why has he associated me with the sick, perverse things that he sat there hunting for many years? Why is he associating everybody that upsets him on YouTube? Why is he, why is he a sick puppy? Why is he so sick and yet everybody else is the sick one?
Okay, then He's going to reply now. Both of these are going to be on now. Both of these aren't going to be muted. So I would respect if both of these could just respectfully go back and forth like two mature adults now. Okay, so Nick, I'm bringing you on now. Okay, right, you've got
Thank
your
you.
reply, Nick. Go ahead.
Jamie Dow seems to think this Nick.
Forget about the chat, Nick. Forget about the chat, Nick.
Is there a look for someone that starts rumors? Ask me a question at a time. I think might be easiest. So please ask me the first question.
He said, Nick. He said, why did you go to the Guardia and why did you do those things on him?
Because crimes were committed. What an insane question. Why would you think I would do those things, Stephen?
Okay, well, for starters, Nick, you just slipped up because Ronan asked you, why did you go to the Guardia? I never asked, why did you go to the Guardia? Why did you threaten me with Guardia solicitors, your friends, and then when you threaten me on YouTube? Threaten
because
is not...
that's what I'm doing. The police are going to arrest you. They'll find you guilty in court, and you will spend a very long period of time in prison with the crimes that you've committed. I will help, and okay, that's it.
Why
because
are you tying me in?
You committed crime against me.
Why are you tying me up? Why are you tying me up with your Madeline fucking sickness?
We're not going to talk about that at the moment.
No, why are you associating me with that sickness?
That's because the editor sent me to see you.
Why are you threatening me with?
Sent me to see you, to talk to you, Stephen.
Why are you threatening me?
I'm answering your previous question.
One question at a time. One question at a time, please.
The question that you asked me that we weren't going to talk about, the reason I met you ever was because I was sent to talk to you because you were a suspect in a very, very infamous crime.
Really?
Well, I told you that, and we talked about it.
From who? No, you didn't. From who?
Oh, we absolutely did. John Clark from the Olive Press.
Okay. Okay, then get John.
You made multiple references to John Clark, so don't deny it.
Hold on, Stephen. Yes.
Ronan, can you contact John Clark, please? I won't give you any questions to ask John Clark, but can you contact him, please? Can you contact John Clark, please?
I will try to, yes.
Thank you. So we'll move on. Okay, yes. Nick, can you describe Otto?
No. Before we move on, can you please explain about John Clark? What do you know about John Clark, Stephen?
Right. Can you answer a question?
No,
can you describe Otto?
Here's a question on the back of the previous one, yours.
Okay.
What do you know about John? We haven't finished with John Clark. So
okay, I've tried speaking with John Clark and he ignores me.
There we go. You do know him. All right, then. So let's move on.
Pardon?
Okay, enough with John Clark. John Clark sent me. You know that. That's fine.
I've tried speaking to John Clark and he ignores me. So how do I know John Clark?
Well, you tell us that he ignores you. I don't believe anything that you say. So that means
where does that imply? Did I know him or he knows me? Where does that imply anything?
Because he has communicated with me. He spoke about you. I said that I live 1 kilometer away, which is why he communicated with me. And we ended up that I would go and I would talk to you. I reported back to him after you and I spoke for an hour, telling him that I did not think that you were involved with a serious crime that he was concerned about.
So why do you think I am now then? So why do you think I am now then?
Because I believe that you abducted me. I believe that there was, and that links to another crime. And more importantly than that, and I'm losing the train of mind, so forgive me and please don't interrupt or help me remember what we talked about. What was the question?
So you think I abducted you?
We are trying to establish that, which is what this video is about.
We're trying to establish, did I abduct you, Nick? You are telling everybody worldwide that I abducted you. So, Nick,
Oh, yes, you're
did I
absolutely
abduct
right,
you?
and I believe it's very possible in legal terms that you abducted me. So yes, I'm going to stick to the allegation that it's very possible that you abducted me, and I don't care if you don't like me defaming you and you want to contest the fact that I'm alleging that you abducted me or claim that that it happened. You go to the
When you
police, please, and
when you
let's figure
cycled
that out.
when you cycled to Orkiva, okay, because you had
When
visited
did I
there
cycle
20
to
years
Orkiva?
before, because you'd
Yes,
visited there 20 years before,
35 years ago, 36
okay,
years ago.
35 years before, okay, so 35 years before, let's see how many crimes were associated with Orkiva and beneficial surroundings at that time, because I think you're a little bit naughty, Nick. I think you're trying to pass the brushes on to other people when you're responsible
Please,
for the
please explain.
ugliness.
I'm very interested to hear.
Okay.
Go on.
Who is your landlord, Nick? And what
How
is the
would you like me to
association
answer
of
that?
that
Because I'm not going
person?
to tell you his name.
And what is that person's association with the McCanns, Nick?
Absolutely zero. What do you think it
What
is,
they're not
Stephen?
they're not good
And
friends. They're not family. They're not family friends of the McCanns. You didn't hunt that family out, Nick, to rent off
Ronan,
them specifically.
would you mute Stephen for a second? This is an important point, and I don't want to be
No,
interrupted.
no. I
He's
listen.
accusing my landlord of being associated somehow with people that we
Well,
weren't going to talk
well,
about.
look. He's not. He's not. Listen. No names to be mentioned in regards to the Madeline McCann case.
Please,
But
can I
what I
say
will.
that my landlord is the very nicest person that I know, which is the reason why I live here. And the idea
How did
of
he
what
make his
Stephen
money, Nick?
Farthing has
How did he
is
make his
true
money, Nick?
is just another. Say again.
How did he make his money to buy that big complex, Nick, that you live on? That you wanted
He
to rent me an
pulls a
apartment?
fucking
That you wanted
rock
to
out
rent
of
me an
the
apartment?
ground because he's a builder, and I will show Ronan 850 photographs of him building this magnificent environment that we live in. He's a construction engineer and he works, not like you, Stephen,
Right,
stealing
Nick.
and begging and
Nick, what did
starving.
you tell me? What did you tell me? The association of that your landlord and the mechanics. What did you tell me they were? How they were connected? And why did you
I
end
was
up
very
going to
stuck, but I
Orkiva to
didn't say
find those
anything.
people?
What are you? What are
I've
you
got your
trying to
text
tell?
messages. I've got text
I'm sorry.
messages and conversations of us that is on big Google clouds. Yeah, because
Listen,
digital video calls
Farthing.
are always recorded. Okay, so in the
Okay,
background there,
Ronan.
the big satellites that run past, they've been recording technology for many years, right, Nick? So based on the knowledge, Nick, that we have, you've dug yourself a big hole, Nick, because you don't
How?
remember the things that you say. You can't man up to the things that you say, but yet you're going to
Oh, well,
point
be
fingers at
specific.
everybody
Don't be
else.
general. I'm a brain fuck. Yeah, so that's
Okay.
fine. And my
So
memory's
when you
bullshit.
wanted to rent me, the apartment on the complex so I could be your carer and protect you from your crazy neighbors,
We
from
never
all
had
the
that
crackers.
communication. And why don't you send the communication to Ronan like you promised?
Right then, if you have a look at my phone, you can see quite clearly that I have sent to Ronan, I have sent to Lucifer, I
Ronan,
have sent to the Huxley files, I have sent to this person and that person and that person. So,
Um.
Nick,
then can I have an
I.
opinion? And can we
I've.
see some documents? Can we see some evidence? Or do we have
What I
to
will.
listen to a psychotic liar
Right. What
who
I.
has
I gave
admitted to being.
Lucifer the opportunity to come for a walkthrough, and I'll give him a complete walkthrough because you
Well,
upset
why
and
do we have a
offended him
walkthrough?
and his
It's my
mother. Because
information,
you
which you
offended
need
him.
to tell me.
Excuse me.
Right,
Ronan, go
they're
on.
both muted. They're both muted. They're both muted, mate. So what I'm going to say is, I've never received any type of things like that, but I will if people want to send me. Maybe I missed it because I get so many emails and I get so many communications per day, like text message, Instagram, and all that shit. So if Stephen wants to send me that, that's fine. He can, of course. I will just send me it in an email. So what I want to say to you guys, right? Me and the Mass Detective are going to speak here. So, what's your conclusion of this, Mass Detective?
Well, my conclusion, to be honest, I've got nothing against you two, yeah? Got nothing against you two. But you're a bunch of grown-ass men acting worse than children. Seriously, I mean, look, if it happened, Steve would be nicked and banged up. Yeah, why is he not nicked or banged up yet?
Well,
also,
yeah, okay, fair point. Fair point.
Also, Nick, I think you're holding on to, some old baggage. I think you just need to drop it and just move on with your life. It's not helping none of you. But all I'm saying is two grown-ass men acting like babies. And I think, Steve, you need to give Nick's toys back as well, please.
Right, so what I'm going to say is, right, and here's the question. I want Nick to stop being animated and listen to me for a second. If you can hear me, Nick, just listen to this here, right? So what I want to do right now is I want to get Nick to a point wherever he can receive his stuff back from Stephen Farthing's, because I do believe that Nick's stuff is still in Farthing's. So what I'm saying here is there a way possible that Nick can get his stuff back without any altercations or any violence or any punch-ups, where that stuff's sitting in an area where Nick can collect it without having any contact with Farthing? I'm going to put you both back on. No shouting, please.
Thank you.
I'd like to pick up my stuff. Can we organise a time, please?
Yeah. You organised a time some weeks ago when you told me that you and your boys were coming collecting it, and I put it outside waiting for you in a nice, respectful manner, and you never arrived. And then the storms came, and I put it back inside, and yeah, since then I've been slowly bringing it down to the village, getting rid of it. It's been going mouldy.
You taken all that stuff down to all the stuff that we packed into the van and crammed into the van. You lazy ass have actually taken it and disposed of it. Well, that's very interesting timing. The week after Ronan spoke to you about that, you had it, and now all of a sudden I want it. You don't.
Sorry, that's been like 3 months nearly now. I think 2 months at least.
Right. So could we contact a premises or a place in the town where that stuff could be dropped off, and Nick could collect it? Or could there be a time and a place where Stephen's not in the house, and that could be sitting out the front for Nick to collect that? So there's
I've got a brilliant idea. Brilliant compromise. Okay. As I was trying to say, Lucifer said he's coming here within a couple of weeks. Okay, so when he gets here and I give him the walkthrough, we can drive the things back over to Nick, because he's going to be like on part of the walkthrough.
Okay,
that won't happen in a million years. Not only will Jay not go to your house, but if he did, you would certainly not bring my stuff back. You don't have the money, you don't have the incentive or the interest, and it's completely against the reason why you...
If there's anybody that would like to make a donation, would you like to see this happen? I do. I want to see this happen.
Right, so what I'm trying to say is I don't even think that needs to happen. I think what needs to happen here is Nick needs to go up. Stephen needs to be away from the house for a certain period of time with Nick's stuff out the front of the house. Nick can collect that stuff, bring that down, so Nick and Steve never meet. That needs to be arranged.
He's thrown this away, Ronan, he says. And now we're on a different podcast. All of a sudden, he still has it.
Right. So
he just continues to play games.
Well, that's up to you then.
I said I had slowly been taking it down to the village because it's been getting moldy.
Yesterday or the day before, you said that you had thrown it all away. You're playing games and head games, and
look, listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying. I have been taking it to the village in small amounts. There isn't much left.
Where is the biggest in the village then?
In the fucking, I don't know. The rubbish gets collected every day. I don't know where.
You said you were storing it for me, or are you now storing it, or are you throwing it away? And if you're throwing it away, why would I be going there?
Hello. I'd been storing it since October. I've been waiting for you to collect it since October. You abandoned it. You abandoned it, you gave it all to me, then you start reporting me for fucking thieving you. I mean, I don't know where your head's at, Nick, really.
Well, I know very well where your
Yeah,
head's at.
many times,
Where's
many,
where's the resolution here, guys? Where can we get this next stuff back?
like
And
I
then
said,
I
like
will
I
tell you
said,
where I think the resolution is, if I may.
go ahead.
Yeah. I will send no, I won't send anybody. I will direct with the information I have to the chief German prosecutor involved in this case we're not going to talk about, because the case has been reopened, and the chief prosecutor wants to talk to the chief criminal official suspect who's in German prison, to his friends, associates, and gang members. And John Clark sent me to Stephen Farthing because he told me that Stephen Farthing is associated with the gang. So because of all of that and all the information I have there, I have the German prosecutor's contact details. And I think if Stephen can't do better than this, perhaps in the next couple of days, I will work out and finalize my
Just to let
case.
people know,
And I believe that he will be interested to talk to Mr. Farthing.
just to let people know, people are asking what stuff. The stuff Nick has got stuff left in Stephen's house from whenever they parted ways, and he hasn't received it back. But you know, as Steve says, look, it's not up to him to go down and give it to him. It's up to Nick to go and get it back. So listen, if
Can I
there's
say,
any,
Ronan?
yeah,
who said that? Who said that?
What Stephen has is everything that the people watching and listening have, and I don't.
What?
So
What? What?
I
What?
was,
What?
I just,
What
Right,
did
Stephen,
you do behind
that's
for a
right.
moment, please. I was wearing a blue jacket all winter, freezing cold, because I had one set of clothes, about 5 t-shirts, a few socks and underpants, and as far as clothes were concerned, I didn't even have any bedding, and it was winter on a mountainside, and I had no money. So that was not only extremely inconvenient, it was exceedingly uncomfortable. When I had the next money, I bought that blue coat. That was all the winter clothes I had, with that scarf that covers that, yeah, and the hat. And now it's summer, I'm able to wear one of the 5 shirts that I have remaining, while Stephen Farthing was wearing my shirt the other day on Lucifer 74's channel.
No, I wasn't.
Master
No, I
Detective,
wasn't
you just
wearing
take
your
over there
shirt.
2 seconds and just go into the
You
toilet,
were,
please.
and you're lying yet again.
No,
And
no,
Yeah, no
no,
problem.
it's the same
no,
T-shirt that you're wearing in the thumbnail of this video.
no, no. These
All right,
shirts.
that's
Oh
fine.
yes, that one. Yes, 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 yes. That's right. Yes, but that was months ago. That was months ago. Since people were telling me that I was wearing your T-shirt,
You were
I
on
haven't
Jay's
worn your
channel.
T-shirt.
Hold on. Oh, order. That's it. One at a time, please.
You
Right.
don't
So
need to
let me say
shout.
then, I've
Hey,
been
treat us as
accused
people
again.
if you would, detective.
I've been
Order. Go on,
I've been
Steve.
accused again. I've been accused again. So I'd like to say, please, since I was victimized for wearing Nick's T-shirts, I didn't wear them anymore. I haven't worn anything of his ever since. Back in April, I adopted 2 cats, and the man that I adopted the 2 cats from, his name's Brad, and he gave me shitloads of clothes. Yeah, and that's what I've been wearing since April.
The man you
Oh,
abducted 2 cats from?
Adopted?
Adopted, I'm sorry.
You got abduction on your mind, Nick. You're a sick puppy.
So is that all he wore? Is your T-shirt? I mean, was there anything else he wore
This
that he
is
took
part
of
of a picture, part of a story, the devil in the detail.
Yep.
It involves people with an interest to get to the truth, and sometimes that truth isn't as easy as everybody would like. Now, if you don't have the interest in finding the truth, that's fine. I do not blame you, but please don't put yourself in a position where you're looking like you give a damn. Because I don't think now you did.
Excuse me. Are you talking?
Yes,
Are
I'm
you talking to me?
you. I think that something's happened between you
All
and me,
right.
and I'm not
Well,
sure what it is.
can I
think
just say that?
offended
All right,
you.
well, let me listen. Yeah, this is called the Ronan. I'm hosting it as well. Yeah. So listen to me. You are acting like a baby. You have abduction on the mind. Yeah.
Explain why I'm a baby.
I think you sit in your house a bit too much, to be honest with you. You need to get out, get some fresh air, bruv. Yeah. Now, obviously, with Stephen, all I can say with him is to just look, get all this, out in, get all his stuff, take it somewhere, tell him where it is, and be
He's
done
thrown
with it,
it
and just carry
away.
on with your life, Steve.
So what happens if he's thrown it away as he just told us? That you obviously
Well,
didn't
then you
want to
can't. Then there's no need to arrange anything. Then you get on your way. He gets on his way, innit?
Well, haven't we done a magic job? Well done.
Perfect.
Great. Okay. See you all later, folks.
So is that it? Listen?
No, it's not even the beginning, Ronan. This is absolutely insane and ridiculous.
All right.
Listen,
DG
that's
Backup
so
wants to
Nick.
join in the call.
Nick
Yes, Ronan.
has said his piece. Stephen has said
No,
his
I
piece.
haven't begun.
Right.
Oh, there is.
DG Backup's coming on. He wants to have a wee say here.
Thank you.
Great idea.
I don't
DG.
know this man yet.
Go on, bro.
Go ahead, mate. You have your say.
Hey, Steve.
Hello.
I don't believe a fucking word this guy is saying.
Me neither. I don't
Why the
either.
fuck-
I don't trust him. I don't understand what he's saying. He's confused the hell out of me. He's insulting. He's abusive, and he has
How
been
can you
for
go
a
to
long.
a different country? How can you go to a different country with no money and then say you've been kidnapped?
Right. Well, what I'm going to say is that both these guys have had their say, though. So it doesn't matter if people don't believe one side or the other. It's on here for people to make their own judgment. Nick has had a say in the 28 hours. Stephen has had a say in the 28 hours. And what it is now is it's up to themselves as two grown men to receive the items back that Nick owns. And then that's it, over and done with. They can move on and they never have to see each other again.
Say the fucking Jeremy Kyle show, innit?
It is a wee bit. It is a wee bit. So, guys.
Well, thank
Sort
you for
that
your
out.
empathy, you motherfuckers. You're talking
Wait,
about
listen,
someone
Nick,
Nick,
one question.
You talk about me being an egotist, and
mute
everyone
him,
thinks I've
Roland,
got
mute him,
brain damage and a
because he
mental
won't
case,
stop.
and
He
I
won't
make you
stop,
laugh.
bruv.
Fuck
Mute him.
Nick,
Shut up, you.
Nick, I just wanted to ask one question. Why did you give a load of abuse to Lucifer's mum?
Like you to ask him to send it to you, and then if I did, show the world.
Yeah, he did on his channel.
What did I say?
Go and watch the channel.
Oh, sorry, Steve.
No, I'm not interested. I'm not invited.
Sorry,
Stephen
Steve, I didn't
Farthing's
mean to
best
use the
friends with Jay. I've got no interest in visiting the place. You tell me. You accused me of insulting Marilyn Watts, his mum. So tell me, please, what I said.
Yeah, that's what he said. Look, Marilyn Watts is in the chat, so ask her.
Yes, I know she is. Hello, Marilyn. Please tell me why and what I said. What did I say, and why have you accused me of insulting her? I know that Jay accused me of that, but show me the evidence. You said that it was on his channel. Go and read it. You obviously know the basis of what it said. What did I say?
I'm not your interpreter.
Well, fuck you.
I heard Nick.
You too.
Sorry, I'm not laughing.
You're a
right, so,
complete fucking
guys,
cunt.
How fuck did they kidnap a fully grown man?
Nick, thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Right,
Fuck
guys,
yourself.
I'm going to end this
yourself.
here. I'm going to end this here. Both
Big up,
sides of me.
No, don't.
Thank you,
No,
Ronan.
don't.
Very much.
No, don't.
Fuck everybody
No,
else,
don't.
you cunt.
Big up to
Yeah.
everybody
Ronan,
in the
don't.
panel.
Thank you very much,
Nick.
Nick.
Ronan, no.
Thanks,
No, Ronan.
Um,
Ronan, please don't quit it yet.
Listen, that's it. Both sides have been said. Both have been talked about. That's it. That's it done. We've done an hour and a half there. That's it. There's not much more. We can't input any more into that. We can't give any more input into that. That's it. Your side has been said, Stephen. Nick's side has been said. It's up to Nick and yourself to do whatever you're going to do now. Just listen. That's it. That's it done. Do you know what I mean? You know, I tried to bring some resolution. It seems like it's just, you know.
Could we ask Nick for a list? Can he name out the things that he wants back? Can Nick give a list of the things he left behind? Can Nick give a list of the things that he gave me? Can Nick, can he remember what he's left behind?
Well, Stephen, whatever you know yourself, whatever Nick has left in that house, you'll know what's his and what's yours. So whatever is his, just pack it up and send him a message some way via somebody else. Even if you contact me and I'll say, look,
Send it by pigeon.
that date, that time, and Nick will be up there to collect it, and that's it.
Honestly, honestly, if I have to go looking in the fucking skips in fucking Granada and Malaga and Montreal just to give him his fucking dirty rubbish, wires and fucking stupid hard drives and things, then I have to do it, do I?
No,
I have
you
to
don't have.
do that,
No,
do I?
no, 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 no. I'm not telling you to
The
do that.
mouldy clothes, the stale food that he left behind, the
Listen,
mouldy fucking saucepans that couldn't be washed. I have to go and dig those things out of the fucking big landfills. I have to do that, do I?
listen. Don't do any of those things. What I am suggesting to do,
Right. So
whatever's in the house of his, just pack it up in the bags, put it out the
for
front.
a long time, Ronan, yeah, I've been keeping these things safe for him. Okay?
Yeah.
As soon as he started accusing me of robbing him, those things were boxed up in his fucking suitcases in a much smaller fucking space than he fucking arrived with because it didn't need all the freaking big airy boxes, cardboard boxes. You know, it could all be thrown back, slammed into a couple of suitcases, quite literally.
Can I just,
You know, and
can I
slowly
just
but surely. Please.
sorry, Martin. Look, I've got to say it because Nick's in the chat saying about an acro. Yeah, look, let me explain something to someone. Is a thief still a thief if he don't get caught? And I'll leave that one with you because regardless if you've got an acro and it don't show nothing, it just means you're a clever cunt.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
look,
exactly. And this
Well,
is
look-
what I've been saying. This is what I said the other day. Yes, I'm not going to leave it. I'll continue for until the rest of my living days. But like I've said loud and proud, yeah, get the papers of all the places you have lived, of all the statements you have made about people, and the statements made about you. Never mind the fucking things that you've been criminalized for, or you haven't been criminalized for. Get the freaking all the times that you've been ratting people out, or all the times that people have been ratting you out. Yeah, that's a little bit more of my fucking ball game. You get me? I couldn't give two shits what I've been convicted of. I'll talk about it all day long.
yeah. Listen, that's what I'm trying to say. But listen, everybody's had their say. I can't give any more input into this because my head's totally rattled with this whole situation.
The
But
amount of times I've been to prison, and I've been sat in freaking cells with people, yeah, and they got nothing to talk about apart from bullshit, horrible freaking things, yeah. You know, I'm sorry, like, yeah, but it just continues a freaking nightmare. That man is sat on his freaking chair for many years doing the same ugliness, yeah, and I tried bringing him to the paradise that I live in. Yeah, after he tried renting me an apartment next to him so I could care and protect for him. Okay, care and protect for him because he recognized the character. When he started screaming and shouting at me, when he started swearing, fucking touching me, when he started like poisoning me, when he done all those, like, wow, man, what are you dealing with? What are you dealing with? How much does one have to receive?
yeah, listen, that's what I'm saying, Steve. You've came on, you've said your say, and I've listened to it, mate. I've listened to it, and
But Ronan,
you have your points, mate. You have your
Ronan,
points.
Ronan, you were talking with Nick Williams for a lot longer before you started advertising me, or you started advertising him.
Can I be honest with that? There, I didn't think you were real.
Exactly. A fucking name they broadcasted. He gave you freaking everything against me, and you didn't even type it into Google. Fucking hell, man! What's going on with the world? You lot so fucking thick, stupid, or what?
I'm gonna be honest with you. It was pointless for me to even research because I have so much going on. I'm not gonna just research a random guy that somebody's.
Then how can you encourage such a sick puppy? You know, have a look at like a lot of people that I've been in communications with YouTube because he forced me onto YouTube. He brought me into YouTube. Yeah. And now he's saying that I'm fucking all over the place and he's so intimidated. No. Have a look at all the people that make bad comments about him.
But but what my pushback to that is, Steve, if he's defamed you so much, why have you not took a legal action with that?
Look, man, yeah. Look at my life. Yeah. Can I afford to take somebody to court? You fucking moron.
Well,
What the?
no, mate, no, it's not at all because you've just
Have I
said
got
there,
a friend
you've
with
just
me?
said
Have
there
I
that
got
he's been doing this to you for a long time now, Steve. So it might seem
Not just
question.
me. Not just me. A lot of people's even
No,
bullying.
hold on, no, hold on. But at the same time, coming on here and sitting saying to me, calling me a moron doing this here, that I should have researched you. No disrespect to anybody, but if somebody sends me a random email to do with somebody, I couldn't give two fucks who they are. That's just the God's honest truth, and I mean that in the
Ronan,
nicest possible way.
Look,
Ronan,
Steve.
you can soft pie it as much as you like, okay? But you brought Nick onto your show. Immediately, you went over to his show. Before you went over to his show, you were broadcasting me and my name, okay? So now, please. So
Now,
please.
now, please what? Now, please what?
Exactly. Now, exactly,
Steve.
yeah? You encouraged him from day one to
I didn't.
broadcast
Oh, hold on,
me.
hold on, hold on. 2 seconds here, right? Right. This is where both these guys are absolute fucking glue bags, right? Because
Pardon?
I didn't
Pardon?
encourage, I didn't encourage
Pardon?
nobody, right?
Pardon?
Nick wants
I
to come
smoke
on.
weed. I'm not a glue bag. I smoke
Listen,
weed. Yeah,
no, listen.
I'm not.
Let me
I'm not horse bones. I'm
let me
not
tell
being melted
let me
down to
tell
be
you
glue.
something. No, hold on,
Steve,
hold
let
on.
him speak.
No, no, hold on, hold on. Everybody, shut the fuck up here. And I didn't encourage anybody to come on. I let a man have his say, and I listened to him in the background, and I've let you have your say, right? So don't take the
Was
moral high ground
was
as if you know everything.
Nick?
I said,
Was
no,
Nick?
no, hold on, mate. A situation's happened between you and Nick, right? That I don't know what the fuck's going on. It seems like a lover's tiff to me, right? It's the end of the show. It's the end of the show. Both of you grow the fuck up, and you
Yeah.
haven't matured by 15 years of age, and that's the end of it. Peace out,
So
people.
you sat in your bedroom.